Hi everyone, Shai here. I hope all of you are doing good. Welcome to another new video. Swimming pools are supposed to be fun bodies of water where you can hang out with your friends and family and just generally enjoy the environment. But not all swimming pools are as fun, leisurely, or even as safe as you might prefer. From the filthiness of wave pools to a blood red pool, here are some of the scariest swimming pools in the world. Number 1. Wave pools. When you arrive at a water park, you'll probably gravitate toward the wave pool where you might picture being able to bob along in a tube and enjoy the gentle waves in a body of crystal clear, clean water. But the reality is often much different. Sure, you might be bobbing along in a tube, but it'll probably be while mashed up against 20 other people. And even if the water is crystal clear, it's certainly not clean. I mean, have you seen how many other people are also in the wave pools with you? First of all, let's address the overcrowding issue. Wave pools are so popular that you'll rarely get the chance to just hop in and enjoy the water. You'll spend half your time trying to avoid ending up on top of or colliding with another pool user. And if pool workers don't address the overcrowding issue, you might just end up with a long list of injuries like bruising and lacerations from scraping against the sides of the pool and other people. You might even break a bone from getting stepped on if you fall into the water and no one notices you under the herd of people. No, and one more thing, you might drown. And the water is far dirtier than you might think. Sure, the chlorine will kill germs, but it won't stop you from swallowing pee or coming down with some kind of ominous illness. Honestly, just stick to the bathtub and make your own waves. Number 2. Devil's Pool. Fancy a dip somewhere where you'll be inches from death. Then make your way to Victoria Falls on the Zambia-Zimbabwe border. Here you'll be able to experience nature's infinity pool with a body of water teetering over the edge of a cliff, and the ever-present risk of falling to your death. Sounds super relaxing. The views are out of this world, but your blood pressure will be too when you see just how insane this swimming hole is. The force of the river can push you to the edge, and there's a simple rock clip stopping you from entering the raging waters of the Zambezi hundreds of feet below and never being seen again. Every minute about 500 million liters of water cascade down over the edge, and Devil's Pool is the only spot across this whole area where you're at a reduced risk of death. The best time to visit is during the dry season from the middle of August to the middle of January when the waterfalls are less intense. You can visit Devil's Pool for a dip with an organized tour group during this time. To get there, you have to swim through part of the Zambezi River, and there's sometimes a current to put you on high alert if you're not a great swimmer. Tour guides can help you across by making everyone join a line holding hands. Oh, and they also have to check for crocodiles and hippos because if it's not enough that you're swimming inches from a cliff's edge, you're also at risk of being savagely attacked by wild animals. Number 3. Y40 Pool. Some of the less brave among us don't like going into swimming pools that don't let us touch the bottom. But if you're a bit of a daredevil, you might be keen to experience the world's deepest indoor pool. This pool is called the Y40, and it's an incredible 137 feet deep pool, the equivalent of a 12-story building. With underwater viewing tunnels and 4 underwater caves, this pool at Hotel Terram Milipini in Montegrotto Terme in Italy is certainly not for the faint-hearted. But it's a popular location for people to perform dive training, leisure diving, and take photos. It also doesn't hurt that it's kept at a balmy 90 degrees Fahrenheit at all depths, meaning you won't be feeling the cold as you explore the dark depths of the pool. Y40 opened in June of 2014 and was an immediate hit with visitors. People visit in their droves for scuba diving, freediving, and casual aqua fitness sessions. Some people even turn up just to see if they're brave enough to try and dive the entire way down to the bottom. There's certainly no denying that it's one of the scariest swimming pools in the world. Before moving on to the next point, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you all to my merchandise. You can support my content by getting your favorite products from my store or by simply joining my channel. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get back to the Number 4. San Alfonso del Mar Pool. The average swimming pool is pretty big because otherwise, how would you be able to swim laps for fitness comfortably? But the average swimming pool has nothing on the one at San Alfonso del Mar in Algarrobo, Chile. Just 62 miles from Santiago, this resort is well known for being a top holiday destination. But the pool is definitely the standout attraction. It even holds the world record for being the second largest swimming pool at 323 feet long, spanning 20 acres, and it's filled with 66 million gallons of seawater at depths down to 115 feet. Thanks to patented technology, this water is pumped, filtered, and purified from the Pacific Ocean and maintains a balmy temperature that's about 9 degrees warmer than ocean water in the summer. According to some reports, the estimated construction costs were about $160,000 per acre, including earthworks, and maintenance is around $1,600 per acre per month. These costs include additives, labor, and energy. Now you might be wondering why you'd build a swimming pool of such mammoth proportions right beside the ocean. But it makes complete sense. Waters along the Chilean coast might be beautiful, but they're also cold, dangerous, and inhospitable. So much so that swimming is actually prohibited in the area. Number 5. UBUD Hanging Gardens Pool. To be honest, you'd book accommodation at the Hanging Gardens of Bali for a number of reasons, like the spas, yoga, restaurant and bar, and cocktail bar. But the real attraction that attracts visitors time and time again is the swimming pools. Hanging Gardens of Bali are eco-lodges in the UBUD jungle between the Ayung River and Dalam Sagara, and each of the 44 luxury villas has private pools. They aren't just ordinary pools either. Both Condé Nast Traveler and TripAdvisor named the twin-tiered cascading pool at UBUD Hanging Gardens the world's best swimming pool, and they also said it was the #1 honeymoon destination in Bali. Once you see the pools for yourself, you won't be surprised at why they're even #1 on the list of the 40 most unique swimming pools around the world. The pools just seem to end abruptly high above the trees, almost like they're defying gravity. What's even more impressive is that each hotel room has its own outdoor pool with a wooded terrace, but there's also a landscape pool and a 2-level pool. Number 6. CROCOSAURUS Cove Pool. How do you feel about living? Do you like it a lot? Well, some people clearly don't when they decide to visit CROCOSAURUS Cove. This pool is described as Darwin's scariest attraction since it allows you to get up close and personal with an 18-feet-long saltwater crocodile named Chopper. First and foremost, it's important for me to point out that you really should not get into a body of water with a crocodile. While they like fish and turtles, they are not going to say no to a main meal of a human. They can also move their entire body in a single second and use their 66 teeth to bite down with 33,800 newtons of force. To put that into perspective, a bite delivered by a great white is normally around 2,700 newtons. And yet, you can take a dip with Chopper if you wish at CROCOSAURUS Cove in Darwin, Australia. You can enter into a thin perspex cage known as the Cage of Death and hang out with Chopper without being in grave danger. When you enter the cage, Chopper starts to circle, almost like he's ravenous for a snack but also frustrated that he can't have it. According to workers at the attraction, Chopper is a favorite with the staff, but they're probably more attached to him than the 80-plus-year-old croc is to them. Number 7. Sky Deck Pool in Texas. If you're not afraid of heights, you're probably going to want to pay a visit to the Market Square Tower in Houston, Texas. Here you'll be able to take a dip in the tallest pool in Texas called Sky Pool, which is a glass bottom pool on the sky deck hanging about 10 feet over the edge of the building. If you're not terrified about the prospect of literally being 42 stories up in the air without a building underneath you, then it's a must-visit destination. The pool is set within a building offering apartment homes and penthouses, but it also has a sky lounge, sky gym, movie theater, grand ballroom, virtual golf, and the list goes on. It's the creme de la creme of accommodation. If you were to live here, a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit would be an incredible $1,195 per month. And the 4,159 square foot premium penthouse in Market Square Tower is a crazy $18,715 per month. According to developer Philip Schneider, they were inspired by a pool concept in Dubai and thought it would be an attention grabber. Well, that's an understatement. So they did their homework on how to go about it and installed the pool with 8 inches thick acrylic glass. So, that was all for today. I hope you have watched the video up to this timestamp. Make sure to press the like button if it amazed you. Press the subscribe button if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, as it's totally free. You can follow me on all social media platforms. All links are given in the description. You can also watch other cool stuff. The playlist link is also mentioned in the description. I will catch you up soon in the next video. Till then, peace out.